What is up, guys? I am Sensei Finito, and this is Battery CEO. And welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. What are we talking about today, Battery?
Yo, so we just watched the first episode of Loki. Today we're just going to kind of break it down, talk through, not get too spoiler, but kind of give our thoughts, what we thought about the episode. And just for the record, well, before we get into that, please make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at Marvel Bros 23 on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our YouTube channel, where we post all of our videos and a lot more. So
that is right, and you can join our Discord. It's in the comment section below. It's in the description box below, whatever you want to call it. Join our Discord so we can talk about Loki more after we do this video, because it was definitely amazing. Go ahead, brother. So let's start us off, man.
What? Well, okay. I'm blown away. First off, I wasn't expecting that. I mean, we didn't really have an idea what was going to happen.
Yeah,
we kind of figured, we guessed right, and how it does start off right where it picks off an Endgame. But what were your expectations of coming into this? I know we talked about this a little bit before.
I was about to say we kind of talked about it in the Discord beforehand. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I was kind of hoping for, honestly, I wanted to see a little bit more mayhem. I got a little fly in here just flying around. That's with me right now. I think one of the things that I had said is, like, I wanted to see a lot more mayhem, a lot of, like, I wanted to see, like, Loki kind of doing Loki, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what I was expecting to see with the first, like within, like, I thought, like, the first 15, 20 minutes, that's what we were going to see. What were your expectations of everything, bro?
You know, okay, so this was like what we said in the Discord. I was like, okay, you know, it's going to start off right where it picks off in Endgame. Then we're going to kind of see him use the Tesseract, go to wherever, and then next thing you know, he's kind of doing his thing, wreaking havoc, and then he gets caught by the Time Seekers. I forget I don't know what their name is.
Time. I don't know. TVA.
The Time people. Time people.
Yeah, the TVA. I know that's their initials.
Yeah, the TVA catches them, and then it kind of gets into, like, okay, what's the TVA? Why are we interested in Loki in the first place? Most of that does not happen. But what we did get, I think, was a perfect segue for the series, and I'm so pumped to see what happens. Like,
I agree completely, bro. Like that. I think we saw so much depth and character develop. Like we saw character development in one episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was amazing to see.
Mhm.
That was so. It was such a good episode, bro. Like one thing I will say is that Marvel and Disney are definitely doing their thing with these Disney Plus shows. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like they're so good. Like they're so good, and they're really doing a good job of keeping us like wanting more. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like
I agree.
I will also say that this episode was just chock full of just Marvel knowledge. Like
Yep.
there was
Definitely.
so much knowledge in it. Like I was telling Battery afterwards, I was like, I feel like I need a pen and a pad while I watch
Yeah.
this. You know what I mean? Like it's like, bro, like there was just it was like every second they were just giving us
Mhm.
something new that we've never heard of. Like, and it
Yep.
was just it wasn't too much though. You know what I mean? It
Mhm.
was just enough to let you know, like, what
Mhm.
in the fuck is going on? You know what I
Yep.
mean? Kind of,
Feel it.
kind of just get that, like, bro, what's happening here?
Mhm.
Okay, I know we're not trying to get too spoilery, especially just in the beginning of the video, because we have a lot of people jumping in and out that probably haven't seen it. Make
Mhm.
sure you guys drop a like and share, by the way, or jump in the comments if you have seen the episode so we can talk about it a little bit more. But so, what did we know going into this show? I guess I want to say, like, what is it that we knew beforehand? Like, because the trailers kind of showed us a lot of what we saw, but without any context. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and they did a really good job with the trailers on this too, by
Mhm.
the way, because they
Yeah.
did not
Definitely.
really give us too much of anything. Because I remember me and you were super confused when we were like, "Well, what the hell is going on?"
Yep.
Uh, and the first episode didn't clear any of that up too much, to be honest. But
Mhm.
um, what were you? What were you really, I guess, hoping? Like, what information are you hoping to see from this show? You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like, what are they? What are you expecting to get from this? You know what I mean?
Mhm. Well, there was a lot of references. Like we heard the name Nightmare, or the
Yeah,
Nightmares. That's something that got brought up.
the Nightmare
We
Realm, I believe.
Nightmare Realm or whatever. Something like related to the timeline or something like that.
Yeah,
Um, there was a reference to the devil, Mephisto, possibly, but later on in the
yeah,
episode we find out who it actually is.
yeah,
Um, obviously they need Loki for something. We
yeah.
I'm pretty sure we know what that is now after watching this first episode.
Yes.
But it's still pretty vague as to maybe like I don't know if this particular someone's working with someone or like
Mm,
like we don't know the full story quite yet. Um,
yeah,
and
that's true.
I'm liking the dynamic. I mean, even though it's like very little right now, the dynamic and growth between Loki and Mobius is that
Yeah,
his name?
Agent Mobius. Yeah,
Agent Mobius, yeah. Which,
yeah,
by the way, his character is exactly what I wanted. Like
yeah.
that's
Same.
Owen Wilson killed it with Mobius's character, and so I'm excited to see what his role is going to be uh, within the MCU, or he just might die. I don't
Yeah, you know how Marvel loves to
know.
do stuff like that. Just play with
But
our feelings.
what about you, though?
I I really I agree with what you said.
Hmm.
I was really happy to see the girl from Lovecraft Country being one of the agents for
Mm.
the TVA.
Hmm.
That was really I didn't know that she was in this. I'm not sure if I just
Hmm.
wasn't paying close enough attention to the trailers or what, but it was a really good like she played a very good role. I'll say that everybody did a good job in playing their role in this show so far. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like I can see everyone's role as to what it is that they're supposed to be doing, who they are,
Hmm.
so on and so forth. Uh I really liked the cart dude.
Oh
That
yes.
he super reminded me of like Jimmy Woo kind of, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But like a little bit more dorkier. Like,
Hmm.
and I really liked his character.
Hmm.
Uh I think that he did. Man, I just wasn't ready.
Mhm.
I think that's all I can say is I really wasn't ready. I don't know what I
Mhm.
expected, but
Yeah.
what we got, man, I wasn't. I don't think I was ready for it.
Yeah.
Were you ready for it, bro? Like, I mean,
You know,
sheesh.
I wasn't ready for it, but you know what? Compared to so far, it's definitely beat WandaVision's first episode.
Oh yeah,
And it's competing, if not maybe better, in my opinion, Falcon and Winter Soldier. The only thing that Falcon and Winter Soldier
mm,
had over this one is they had to have action in that series
yeah,
because of like topic or whatever. But the
yeah.
storytelling and the way they performed and the way they kind of did their thing in this first
Yeah,
episode of Loki puts it up there, if not makes it possibly even better. Which is difficult because I loved Falcon and Winter Soldier.
yeah.
My favorite next to Captain America Winter Soldier, which is my favorite MCU movie. So uh, I'm just so pumped to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I couldn't agree. And I should have got some water. I couldn't agree more, man. I think this first episode was definitely better than WandaVision.
Mhm,
It's on par with Winter Soldier for me as well. The
mhm,
action in Winter Soldier was just so smooth though, and you know
mhm.
how I feel about anything that's flying. So
Yeah,
that was just amazing. But they did a really good job in they held my interest the whole time. I'll tell you that
yeah,
much. Like, and
definitely.
even all the way to the end, I was kind of bummed that it was over. I was like, "Come on!" Like, but that's what these shows are supposed to do. They're supposed to
Mhm,
keep you intrigued and keep you wanting more and
definitely.
more and more. And I think they have a good recipe for that.
Mhm.
Man, we've been spoiler free up until this point, so I think we can dive into a little bit more spoilers. I don't know
Wait,
how you want to do it.
real quick, because
Okay, okay,
we talked about this prior as well. Uh, do you think we should have got 2 episodes? We got two
yeah.
episodes of Falcon Winter Soldier, but do you think we could have got 2 episodes today?
Did we get? I think we only got one episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, right? It was just really long,
Oh no,
right?
WandaVision. I'm thinking of WandaVision. My
Yeah,
bad.
WandaVision had two
WandaVision, 2 episodes.
episodes. I feel like I feel like we
It
should
was a
have got
good.
a little bit more.
It was a
Like it
good
was a
tease.
good tease, but
Mhm,
I feel like we should have got a little bit more.
mhm.
Maybe not 2 episodes, but maybe make that first episode like a full hour because I don't think it was. I don't think we lost battery. I don't think that episode was a full hour. Wait, here he comes back. Here he is. Here he is. Here he is.
Yep, I'm back.
He's back. He's back. Yeah, like I don't think the episode was a full hour. It might have been like 53 minutes, maybe, and I think
Yeah.
it ended around like 47 or
Mhm,
something like that. I think if we got like an extra 15 minutes
mhm.
of getting to see Loki being Loki
Yeah.
before the agent stepped in, I think that would have made this like a beautiful episode. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Definitely.
Like if we could have seen a little bit more action from I feel like they didn't give us that action that like we were kind of I feel like that most fans were looking for
Mhm.
because this entire series is going to be filled with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Falcon and Winter Soldier, they started us off with hella action in the beginning, no
Yeah.
action in the middle, and then
They had
action at
to.
the end. You know what I mean? Yeah, because
Mhm,
that's how they. And so this, I feel like the story's gonna flow a little bit differently. You know what I mean?
mhm,
And I think we even said this was gonna be like a combination of WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm pretty sure
mhm.
that's like what we kind of said from the
Yeah.
jump after we saw Falcon and Winter Soldier. We were like, man, Loki is either going to be right in the middle or right above all of these. Like,
Yeah.
and that's where it is right now. It's like
Mhm,
either in the middle or it's above. Like, definitely. I don't think anyone that will watch this episode will be disappointed in it.
mhm.
Tom Hiddleston does a wonderful job portraying Loki. And we get so much information that you can't even be disappointed with it, bro,
Yeah.
because it's like it answers questions, it raises more questions, you know what I mean? And it
Mhm.
tells us things that we had no idea. I mean, even while we were watching the episode, I text you and I was like, bro, why did they come for Loki and they didn't come for Cap? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it's like
Yeah.
I was like, bro, what's going on? And
Mhm.
they're literally giving you answers to everything, like in one good episode. They were like,
Yeah.
okay, we're gonna kind of wrap up every question that anyone had, including time, in one episode, so we can continue to expound on what's actually going on. And I love it, bro.
Man, it's like if I was supposed to, sum it up as to what we could expect, I think we could expect WandaVision with better storyline and flow of a show meets True Detective meets possibly Falcon Winter Soldier. I think that's probably the best way to sum up how I think the series is going to go. I don't think the show's going to beat around the bush like it did with WandaVision.
Yes.
And I appreciate that. With that said, we haven't seen episode 2 yet. I know a lot of the big streamers and stuff like that, they've seen episode 2.
Yeah.
They loved it. So what they've seen so far is really good. So I don't know. Next week we'll find out.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely. Okay. Okay, so we're at the 15-minute mark, so I think we can start getting into spoilers. But before that,
a little bit of the spoiler game.
I'm gonna ask you: do you think we're gonna see any MCU characters in this show? Any characters that we already have in the MCU, not new, introduced, already? Like are we gonna see Monica Rambeau, or are we gonna see like Talos? Do you think we'll see something like that?
I think if we do, they're not going to be the Avengers that we know. They're going to be from a different timeline.
Ooh,
I think that's what's going to happen. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know why I think that, but I think that's what's going to happen.
Okay.
Because again,
no, I can go for that.
No one knows about the TSA or the
TVA?
TVA. No one knows about the TVA unless they need to know about it, which is what they made privia of during I think the first couple minutes of him being there. But okay, so we saw the first intro pick off where Endgame was at, right?
Yeah.
Did you like that it went straight to the TVA, or did you want to see?
No, I didn't like that at all.
Yeah,
I didn't like that at all. No,
I think we're both on the same page there.
Yeah, I really didn't. I didn't want them to come in that fast at all. You know what I mean? I really, I almost sighed in just disbelief, because they came in literally it was like, come on, immediate. Like they didn't even give him a chance. It was just boom. And it's just, man, I don't know. I just wanted more. I wanted a little more Loki mischievousness. Yeah. Let's see him do something. And once again, this might be because throughout the series, we're going to see that anyway. So they didn't want to pack it into the first episode to get too repetitive. But I don't know, man. I was really kind of bummed out about that. But they made up for it, No,
yeah, they did. And they also made it gave us a reason as to why they caught him so fast too, because it's throughout that whole sequence of him getting to know how everything worked, it seems like time is like the stock market to them, and so they monitor it, and as soon as something is messed up, they immediately respond, and they go out and find the source and reset it or destroy it. I think that's what they did.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So, reset it or destroy it.
And we saw that happen. Well, someone didn't grab a ticket like they should have. They were told. And the next thing I know, this boy got dusted. I was like, yo.
Avery Acosta said, just finished the first episode.
Yes.
And I thought it was incredible. The acting was amazing. The score was incredible. And visuals were stunning. I can't wait to watch more.
Yes.
I think we can both agree with you. Yeah, I was about to say. We can agree with you on that. The music was amazing. And then let's just talk about how incredible the scenery was. When Loki looked out that window, bro, it was Wakanda level like it was
It was
Wakanda level.
intense.
It was higher than Wakanda. Honestly, it looked better than Wakanda looked. You know what I mean? Like, and it looked better than the planet looked that Captain Marvel was on. It looked way better than the Kree planet. It looked so good, and it's like I'm just so happy that Disney is putting forth the money into these shows to make it look realistic and make us, be able to really see how everything looks, man. Like this is how that I feel like that was how it's supposed to look, and it did an amazing, bro. They did an amazing job. I was So we're in the little we're kind of in the spoiler stage. Well, not kind of. We are in the spoiler stage. We're talking about things that happened in the episode at this point. So when we got to the point of him first going into the TSA, what did you think at that point? Like, what were you thinking when the when the TVA first came through the portal? Like immediately, what did you think about that? Like,
I wasn't sure how real they were, and then shortly after, we learned they are real. Like,
yeah,
they're like freaking slow punch, like the way
I agree.
that they slowed time and used time in the first like 5 minutes blew my
Yeah.
mind. I wasn't ready for that. Like, all right, throw the reset grenade down, and it resets time in
Yeah.
that area. And then
Yeah.
like the slow punch stick to the face to Loki, and I was like, "Yo, this dude
I
just got
wasn't
clocked."
ready, bro. I really was not ready for any of that, man. I was just so mind blown. I was so mind blown,
I was
bro.
like, "Yo, this dude just got knocked the fuck out." Like, I was like, "Oh my
Exactly.
god!" And then like,
I was rolling.
I thought it was a slow mo as per like part of the show, as like
So did
motion
I.
picture wise, and then it was a part. It was like a tool that they have, like to
Yeah.
fight and catch deviants, right? No, variants.
Variants. Yeah.
Variants.
Yeah.
That's what they call people who like jump off the designated timeline.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the timeline war?
Man, I loved everything about that. I loved the timeline war, the multiverse theory that they came with. I was freaking mind blown by the fact that they said the timekeepers created one multiverse to exist. You know what I mean? Like that was mind blowing, bro. I don't think anybody was ready for that knowledge to be dropped like that, bro. Like, and it was just so nonchalant. And that was the thing that I couldn't deal with. The things that they were talking about that were triple OP was just like, yeah.
I was just sitting here like, what? Yo, oh my gosh, what?
Literally,
well, just like that. You're not even gonna talk about what we just like. It was like that honestly, the whole episode.
No, really, the entire episode was like, bro, are we really just gonna speed past that? Like, are we just not going to talk about anything that just happened? I love the old time aesthetic, even though like it's, you know what I mean, like everything kind of looked like 80s 90s ish, what's up with the Nakash? How you doing?
How's it going?
Talking about Loki right now. Let us know if you watched it. Let us know how you feeling about it. Amazing first episode. Yeah, I really like that aesthetic of everything.
What did okay, at one point Loki's taken into a room and he has to revisit his past, and he's kind of getting interrogated at the same time. What were your thoughts on that whole what was like? I texted you immediately like, "Yo, we're about to see about to see his death." Like that's about to happen.
Exactly.
What were you thinking at that moment, or just seeing him reflect? This is where the score comes in as well.
Yes, yeah. Like seeing him. Oh man, battery. My man said, I just came here after watching Loki. Well, thanks for tuning in with us, Akash. Wasn't that first episode amazing? He said he just finished watching it and now he is tuning in.
Snap.
So when that happened and they were in the little room, the memory room is what I guess we can call it. Man, I was not ready for the emotional roller coaster
definitely
that ensued immediately. Like I wasn't ready for Agent I also geeked out when I heard Tara Strong's voice as Miss Minutes.
I know that name. How do I know that name? songs.
Oh yeah, she does everything. That's Timmy Turner.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. That's super dope. That's
You
super
know,
dope.
that's why I was like, I know that voice. Like that voice sounds
Yeah,
so
the voice
familiar,
did seem
and it makes
super
sense.
duper familiar. But I wasn't ready for Agent Mobius to be so blatant with everything. I'll say, it was just like, oh, you mean like how you did that to your mom? Like
Yeah.
everything that he was saying, it was just so. I want to say harsh, but it was true. You know what I mean? He was letting Loki know, like, man, this is who you like. This is the shit that you've done. Like,
Yeah.
why? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
really look at yourself and kind of try to figure out what got you to this point that you're at now.
Yep.
And then I love the fact that he was like Loki was just so cocky about everything, and then Mobius just threw it on his face, like, bro, none of that happens. If
Yeah.
you let you go, none of that happens.
Yep.
Like, none of that shit you're talking about is going to happen. Yeah, how did you feel about that memory room scene? Because I got something else to say about the ending part, but I want to hear your
Man, the score, the
yeah.
emotion, the moment where he realizes he's the reason for his mom being killed. With that said, she
I
probably
didn't
would have
even know
died.
that.
Yeah, I
I
don't think
didn't
any of
even
us did.
know that. Yeah, he told him to go. That's the Peter Parker thing, from the first Spider-Man movie. Like, hey, like, go ahead. And then he kills Uncle Ben. Like, they took that and made it the Loki story. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Oh,
I
that hurt
was,
my heart.
and like, again, the score. Those,
We're gonna talk about that.
yeah,
We're gonna talk
we're
about
definitely gonna talk
that.
about that. And then like later on, I forget the agent, the security agent girl. She comes in. I don't know her name. Do we know her name?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention close enough for that.
Did you catch Loki steal the thing from Agent Mobius though? Like when he got
No,
up,
I didn't.
he didn't. Okay, I watched it. I was like, oh, he just sleight of hand this dude. Like
I
I was
didn't
like,
see it.
oh,
Yeah.
I even watched it, put it in his pocket, and I was like,
Oh,
yo,
that's lit.
And then the escape.
Yeah,
The
that was
escape
awesome.
happens, leading to the shelf with the stones. What were your thoughts? Because it's pretty wild.
I
Useless.
was okay. So what Akash said is that stones in shelf are real. Okay, so there's a part where, well, before we get to that part, we see in the early stages of him being in Time Court that he tries to use his magic, and then they're like, yo, magic doesn't exist here, basically. Like, the laws of your reality do not exist here.
Yeah.
And then he's like, bro, whatever. So the whole time Loki's just thinking they're BS and whatever. He goes and finds the guy that took the Tesseract when he was put in. And then in the same drawer with the Tesseract, there's like 3 time stones, 2 soul stones, and then just like it's just filled with infinity stones, yo. And then he's like, what the he's just looking at it. He picks it up. He's like, bro, what? And then he's like, are these real? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, are there more? And he's like, yeah. A couple guys have them as like paperweights. And it's like, bro, like they exist in a area where the power just doesn't matter. Like, it just does not matter. Like, the infinity stones can't be touched like by humans, and he just grabbed it and was like, just looking through the drawer, like he tried to use the I almost called it the hypercube,
the Tesseract.
The Tesseract. What the heck is a hypercube? What is that from? He tries to use the Tesseract, doesn't work, and it's like, bro, like there's nothing he can do. Like, get hype, yeah, man. You already know what's up with the Errol. I'm sorry if I freaking bashed your name, bro. My bad. I really apologize. But yeah, I'm definitely hype off of that. And it was just so powerful. That's the only word that I could just sum up that entire episode is powerful. It was just so powerful to see all the range and dynamic of everything, bro. How did you
Yep.
feel about the stone drawer? Like just and it was just a miscellaneous drawer of overpowered weapons and technology and
I
shit.
was, like I said, the show was filled with like, what, why, oh my god, like it was filled with
Yes,
all kinds of moments.
for
That
real.
moment, I was just like, no way, like what, like is he about to conquer the world right now? Like is that? And then like come to find out, time is the most important thing here. That power doesn't exist there. Like it's just time is all that matters, and in that space, the stones aren't a
Yes, the
thing.
most powerful drawer.
Yeah,
The
it's the
most
most
powerful
powerful drawer in
drawer
the
in the
MCU.
universe, in the multiverse.
Yeah. Yet there, it's completely useless. Like
Yeah.
Thanos, he
Okay,
probably just,
now you brought Thanos up. Did you see the anger in Loki's face when he saw Thanos?
bro.
Like,
First off,
there
that
was so
moment
much,
alone,
bro.
yeah, just him seeing like how, like, oh crap, like I saw how my brother was when my mom died, knowing he didn't even know his mom had died or died yet,
Yeah.
I guess you could say, and then seeing his dad disappear and telling him that they both like they love him, and all of a sudden he sees Hela, and then like we see Thor Ragnarok, and then the moment that we're talking about, he's crushed, and then he realizes he has been betrayed. The man who gave him a mission betrayed him, and the anger, the fury in his face,
Bro.
yo,
Oh my god. Bro, at that moment, I was like, oh bro, he's just gonna rock with the TVA so he can try and destroy Thanos. Like, that's
yeah,
all I thought. Like, I was like, bro, he doesn't even care about anything else. Like,
hmm
that is his main mission now, is to destroy Thanos, and he doesn't even know that he's already gone.
yeah.
Um,
Two
yeah.
Thanoses are gone technically
Oh
out of
yeah,
the
that's right.
multiverse. So
See, and
I,
that's even crazier. The fact that well, I
like,
guess it's because they knew that he was going to get beat, so they didn't have to come and step in. But I don't.
yeah,
I just, yeah, I don't know,
yeah, because
man.
that alone would have messed up the timeline. So that was
Yo,
just meant to be
I'm. It's confusing.
just a little bit. Because I'm just thinking about it now. I'm like, yo, why didn't this happen or why didn't that happen? And
One
then,
thing that I'm hoping that they don't rely on with this show is the because magic. You know what I mean?
mhm,
Like that whole theory, that whole thing with storytelling
mhm.
is booty. Like there has to be explanations. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like it's like so to speak, it's a hard magic system, if you will. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we need to know why time works this way, why
Mhm.
Captain America can do this, and why Iron Man could do that, why everyone could go back in time,
Mhm.
Black Widow can go back in time and die. All this stuff can happen. But as soon as Loki does this, it's like, oh no, that's supposed to happen. It's like
Yeah.
we need and I mean, like we keep saying, this is only the first episode, and it
Mhm.
was
Yeah.
impeccable. But it's still, kind of leaving that door open.
What about I mean we find out what happened, like who's responsible later on. But I will say, you know what, Agent Mobius, he did know a lot about Loki. And granted, he was like
Oh
kind of
yeah.
like his lawyer, so you kind of expect him to, but little
Mhm.
did we know, coming up later. But leading into that though, what did you think about going back in time to that church in like 18 whatever, like I
I
think it was
was
18, like I
it
wasn't
was like
prepared for that.
1858. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm not prepared to be jumping all through the time. Like I don't know why I wasn't, but I just
Mhm.
wasn't prepared to be jumping throughout the timeline like this.
Yeah.
Uh, and it's like mind jumbling a little
Mhm.
bit because it's like, bro, 1858, like what the hell is going on in 1858?
Yeah.
Like uh what's going on, just period.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. And then yeah, I love the show so far.
Mhm. And thinking about it, the show like did prep us before because we talked about. I guess Loki at one point did go back in time, and he played as the plane person. I don't remember the name.
Oh no,
Uh,
that was back in time.
that
Like
was back in time, but like, who was
he
that?
didn't
Who was he
DB
portraying?
Cooper.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, DB Cooper. I was like, oh snap, he's DB Cooper. That's
Mhm.
awesome. Like, and
And
and then yeah, Heimdall just called him up through the
yeah,
Bifrost,
he
and
was
that's
like,
how
"Ha,
they say, yeah,
got you."
like, yo, that's awesome.
But
Since
it sets him.
Loki is, oh yeah, that's true. Since Loki is his main enemy, so
And yeah,
yeah,
that's where I'm kind of leading to. But
yeah.
Loki is obsessed with money and like gold, and so that's been a reoccurring thing throughout this episode. Is that
Mm.
why would he go to a church back in 15, 18 or 15, whatever time it was? Churches back then had a lot of gold and silver and jewels, and they were never locked up. And
I
so,
think he went solely for the purpose of getting the time reset, though.
oh,
That was the whole premise of
that's why
the
they've been
the
ambushing
multiple
them.
TVA groups that were getting ambushed. That's what they
I
kept
didn't even
saying.
think
Is
about
that
that.
that's he was saying that another group has been ambushed and the reset, whatever it's called, was
Hmm.
stolen. So there was like 4 or 5 of them stolen before
Yeah.
the episode was over because it was the first one that they talked about. The one that we came into in 1858, and then there
Yep.
was another one that they talked about, and then there was another one, I believe, and
Hmm.
then we saw one at the end,
Yep. 15.
1549.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know why I was thinking
Yeah,
18, but it was 1549.
I think the DB Cooper thing was 1858, possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you're probably right. I don't know.
Yeah.
But finding out they need Loki's help to hunt down Loki. Now, here's my
Yeah.
question: do you think this is the Loki that actually wins and beats the Avengers
I
in
think
another
this
timeline?
is I think it's Lady Loki, honestly. Yeah.
You heard it here, folks. Lady Loki. That's who we're
Yep.
hunting. It's
Yep.
official. It's happening.
I'm pretty sure it's female. I'm pretty sure it's female Loki. Female Loki in the comic books is a freaking savage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Loki in the comic books, Loki has a kid variant,
Hmm.
and then he has the woman variant, and the woman
Hmm.
variant is the one. Like, she's the one. I'm pretty sure in one of the comic books, is it Infinity Warp? I think she's like one of the main villains in
Hmm.
that.
What if?
But that's what I'm shooting for. Why? Because like, why wouldn't they show us Loki? Like, we know what Loki looks like.
That's true. That's true.
Like, that's how I
It's
felt the
very
whole
ominous
time.
and dark.
Yeah, it's very ominous. Like, it was like, I was like, oh yeah, bro. That's and female Loki wears a hood like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
that's her get up. So yeah.
Do you think we'll meet multiple Lokis?
Yes.
Other than yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that was one of the reasons why we Agent Mobius needed Loki is
Mhm.
to track down other Lokis,
Mhm.
trying to find the one.
Mhm.
The one. If you've seen the movie The One with Jet Li, yo, that is exactly what this reminds me of. And in that movie, Jet Li. There's multiple variants of Jet Li across the multiverse, and one Jet
Oh,
Li is going to each multiverse and killing his self, trying to be the only one.
yo.
And yeah, and that's basically those are kind of the vibes that I was getting from the show,
Okay.
like when watching it. Yeah, bro, because they even have like a time cop force in that movie
Mhm.
and two and everything. So when I was watching this show, I was like, oh, bro, this is heck reminded me of the one. And yeah, what if the other Loki is from another timeline? Yeah, most definitely. It
Yep.
can't be the original Loki, so it has to be another variant
Mhm.
because the original Loki is dead.
So what if it isn't Lady Loki?
What if the Loki that died wasn't the? Oh no! I think they already said that was the real Loki.
That is something we talked about though. Like, what if that
Yeah.
wasn't really
What if
Loki?
that wasn't really Loki? Yeah, because we talked about that
Hmm.
after Endgame. We were like, bro, this dude is the master of illusions. Like,
Yeah. Like
but
he can't be dead. He can't be dead.
but
But
who
maybe
knows?
he is dead. But then again, the TVA seems to know everything at all. So
to answer your question, if it's not Lady Loki, it's the Frost Giant version of Loki. Yeah.
The version that
Yeah.
never got to
The
meet
version that no, maybe he did, maybe all that stuff did happen, but he is now existing as a Frost Giant.
Ooh, and you know what? The gum that he gave the kid was like a Frost Giant themed gum. That's why his
Yes.
teeth were blue.
Uh-huh.
Yo,
Yes,
look at
sir.
us solving
Look at
puzzles.
us solving puzzles, man. That's what we do.
Yo, you
So
heard
you
it
guys heard
first.
it
Here,
here
Mom
first.
Bros.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
either female Loki or it's Frost Giant Loki. Yeah.
Okay. Moving
How did
forward,
you feel about the TVA agents getting burned alive?
I wasn't prepared for that, man. Like, this Loki means business. Whoever this Loki is, Lady Loki or not, like, something happened. They have a grudge, and like, you know what? I'm gonna burn this place to the ground. Like, this is not happening. I'm in charge here. I'm the god
Yo,
of
I
mischief.
was so not ready, bro. I was like, "Holy what? What is
It was an
happening?"
ambush, bro. He was waiting for them. He was waiting for them.
And that's the same thing that happened in the beginning. Is so. Wait, 1 second. Damn, need some water. So Loki, bad Loki, is somehow placing things out of time.
Yep.
And it's like, I don't know how that's possible though.
Maybe he could take things with him. We don't know how he's traveling time in the first place.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how he's traveling time. I'm saying I don't know how that's possible for
Yeah.
the other Loki. Like,
we'll have to find out. Maybe we'll find out. I think that's something that we're going to learn. But that's a good question. I think that's a question for us to keep looking for.
I think maybe because the multiverse split, so there's multiple Lokis with the space stone.
Mm.
So they have to. That makes sense. Which part is most funniest part of episode 1 in your view?
Man, there's a couple moments in there that were pretty funny.
Yeah, there was a couple moments in there. I like when he kept resetting the TVA agent
yeah.
when
He
she
was
was
like, "See how it feels? This is how it feels. It's terrible."
That was funny.
Um,
I like when he tried to get up from the chair and then he made him
too.
sit back down.
Yep.
He's like, I was trying to do it for dramatic effect.
He's like, "No, I can't do it. Doesn't even matter anymore." Like, I think for me, one of the funniest parts was when the other dude that was there was like, "I don't have a ticket." The dude wouldn't give me a ticket. When in reality, he told him, "You better grab a ticket, son. Grab a ticket."
Yeah.
And he did grab a ticket, get zapped, and the moment that happens, Loki's like, "Oh dear God, where's my ticket? Where's my ticket?" Like,
I was rolling, bro. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. He's like, "Shit, man, hold on."
And
Hold
definitely
on.
that chair.
He's like, "I got it. I got it."
Was awesome too. Where he tries to stand up, gets zapped back, and he's like, "Yo, you messed up my moment. It was for dramatic effect."
He's like, "Bro, I wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
I was trying to make a point by standing up."
Maybe
How
the
did
other
you?
point.
Huh?
Maybe another one was where the dude didn't know what a fish was, which was surprising. So are they just like created?
So yeah, I was gonna say, let's talk about that. What it seems to be is they're like time babies. They're just
they
they're
just get
born.
created.
Yeah, they exist only to work at the time place
And know nothing else. They just know their specific duty, and that's it. That's what
Yeah.
it seems like, at least.
Well, I think they could still go outside of that place, but I just don't think there's probably no need for them to eat food at all. So there's or anything of that type of sort,
Yeah. That's a good
So I
question.
think
I don't know. I want to know more about that. I hope we get answers to that because
they're just gonna keep nonchalantly giving us freaking groundbreaking knowledge. That's what they're gonna keep doing. I love what was it? Was it Nexus? A Nexus point?
Wait, Nexus point.
Yeah, they talked about the Nexus point with the Moon Lady. That's what she was talking about when there's a multiverse that's created once the
Oh, yeah.
timeline is changed. It's
Mhm.
called the Nexus Point, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh snap!"
Yep.
That's the second time we've heard Nexus
Mhm.
in the Disney Plus shows. The first time was in WandaVision when they talked about her because she is a
Yeah.
Nexus being, which means her powers exist on a multiversal level.
Yeah.
Like for example, like Doctor Strange might not be the same person in every multiverse, but Scarlet Witch is Scarlet Witch in every multiverse, like
Yeah.
no matter what.
Mhm.
And I think that's freaking crazy. Uh,
Ooh.
and the most shocking part,
The mom, 100%. I think for
the
me,
mom, the mom.
like him being responsible for his own mom's death.
Oh
I think
yeah,
that for me might have been the
no, that
most
was yeah, that was
shocking
fucking
part.
intense. That was intense. I was like, whoa. I was like, bro, did we know that? And you were like, no,
Yeah.
we didn't. I was like, what the hell?
But just the
Uh,
performances like in that
mhm.
moment though, like with the score, I just wasn't ready for that.
Yeah,
About how I don't know. I just wasn't prepared for even what we even got. Like like we just didn't know what
yeah.
to expect,
It
even from the
got
trailers.
real quick.
Yeah.
I think the most shocking part for me was that in the entire Miss Moon lady part
Mm,
talking because she just gave so much information about the timelines and
yeah.
the time wars and
Hmm.
the timekeepers. Uh, and it just that was really shocking to me that they just dropped that like that. It was just like,
Yeah.
oh
Just like
yep,
here's a
here's
little
this
tidbit.
infomercial like
Yeah.
from the freaking 50s, more like it, not
Hmm.
even the 90s. Like that was from the 50s, like a 50s Disney infomercial talking
Hmm.
about something. You know, the little things that they used to have at the movie theaters at the drive-in of the candy just walking and like,
Yep.
yay, that's what that reminded me of. Like super old school.
What if like with WandaVision, we had commercials. What if we
Mm.
get more infomercials like that in every episode, explaining details about the TVA or the time people and like how it all works? I think
Yeah, I
that's
would
the
be
move. I think
yeah,
that's the
that's
move.
definitely the move. Like whenever Loki has a question, they just
Mhm.
turn on an infomercial to answer it. Like,
Like, hey,
bruh, so
I got a video for you to watch. And all of a sudden, before we head out, just watch this video real quick. And then boom, pops up, goes on with the mission. I'd be
yeah.
down for that. Down for that. Get the answers that we're wondering. But what do you expect moving forward in episode 2? I don't want to say too far because a lot can happen, but what do you expect to happen in episode 2? And this goes for you guys in the chat or wherever you guys are watching this. If you guys have any ideas about what's going to happen next episode, let us know. Well,
I
let's see where we're
think
going.
I think in episode 2, unfortunately, I think it's going to be kind of one of those filler episodes, just
Hmm.
a little bit. And we're going to see Loki going through training or
Hmm.
orientation to become a TVA agent. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Because I'm pretty sure you can't just do that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Uh, I, so I'm pretty sure we're going to see something like that. Maybe see the other Loki.
Hmm. See the identity, see what it is. Okay.
Either see the identity. I don't think we're gonna see the identity for like half of the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get the first half not knowing who that other person like looks like, and then the next half we're gonna
Yeah.
have like
Hmm.
female Loki, Frost Giant Loki, whatever the Loki is.
Hmm.
Um, so in the next episode, I think we're gonna get the orientation, the training,
Hmm.
and possibly Loki going and being on a mission,
Okay.
possibly. I think that's like what we're gonna see. What
Okay.
about you? What do you think we're gonna see? What are you hoping to see? I should say. Not what do you think, what are you hoping?
I would like to see. You know what? I definitely think they're gonna have like some sort of orientation, very similar to like a Kingsman type of vibe.
Yes.
Um, and then I don't know if they're gonna go on a mission so soon. Maybe I mean maybe they will. I don't know. I don't know what. Like it was kind of hard to tell what type of tempo we'd have throughout the show with this first episode. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's kind
I
of weird.
agree.
But like thinking about it now, it's hard to tell as to like what type of vibe we're going to be getting. But I definitely love the tone. I love the way they're going about things so far. Um,
I think we
I
thought it
really
was
don't know
gonna
what to
be a little
expect.
goofier to be honest, because that was one
I
of
did
the
too.
things that we were worried about was it wasn't going to be serious. But man, did they prove us
They were like,
wrong?
"Hey,
Like
we're gonna, you know."
I think in the second episode, Loki
Okay.
is ready for his time traveling and mission to find bad Loki.
Okay. I think that's what we're all kind of thinking.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's a lot of answers or questions that I think that we're wondering right now.
I want to see someone from the MCU in the next episode.
Ooh.
I want to see a familiar face. That's just how I'm feeling. I feel like
Yeah.
we deserve it, honestly. Like I feel like the first two shows, like look at what they did to us with Falcon and Winter Soldier with Peggy Carter's daughter, Sharon. Like
Yeah.
look at that. That's the familiar face that we get, and then they completely fuck her story. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
And then they apparently redacted that, so I don't know.
yeah, and now they're gonna try to retcon it. So
Yeah.
like I want to see. I don't know how many episodes there are.
I'm thinking 6 for some reason. 6 and maybe even 8. I don't know why I'm thinking.
It's a 6.
Okay, yeah, 6. Okay. Yeah, and I think they're all typically around an hour
WandaVision had
long.
9. Yeah, WandaVision had 9 because those were 30-minute segments, though.
Yeah,
and then Falcon and Winter Soldier had 6, and then Loki had 6 as well.
Yeah. As a whole, though, do you think this is a good show?
Oh fuck yeah!
So far, like in terms of the MCU, like it's a great.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I think this is like, bro, like no cap. I really think this could be the best show that they have.
So far, it's
like
close. It's close.
Yeah,
it's very close.
It really depends on how this second episode goes. Like it really depends. I can't wait for for this to be done and to be able to go back and kind of give everything a rewatch.
Yeah.
So I can kind of like take everything in as a whole and then kind of try to regurgitate that information from that standpoint.
Okay. Here's my other question.
What? You got that face.
Do you think we should have watched Loki first before WandaVision?
No.
No?
No. I think it would have ruined WandaVision.
It probably would have, huh?
And that was kind of where our conversation started, was how do we think Loki is gonna be? And that was in that conversation as to, man, I'm pretty sure we're gonna feel like we should have got Loki first and then WandaVision and then Falcon.
Because we did say that.
Yeah, and now watching it though, I don't think that would have been the move. Like, I feel like if we would have watched, think about it, if we would have watched Loki first and then went to WandaVision, like, don't get me wrong, we would have loved Falcon and Winter Soldier even more. But I think for that same reason, we're gonna love Loki even more. You know what I mean? Because WandaVision was basically, WandaVision is a pocket dimension. Like, that's what that is. Like, you can't even attach that to the MCU. Like, for the first half of the show, it literally doesn't even matter. Is Doctor Strange appearing in Loki?
That's a question we're asking ourselves. We're not sure.
Man, I don't know. That would be awesome.
And if they do, I don't think they're going to be from our MCU. I think they're going to be from a different multiverse because of this particular evil Loki wreaking havoc. However that might be, I don't know. Maybe this movie ties in with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. That would be pretty cool. I don't know. But with that said, we still need to watch Black Widow.
Well, something that I heard said that Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness are basically a 2-part movie, the same way Infinity War and Avengers Endgame was.
Okay.
And that No Way Home is talking about the villains of the multiverse in the Spider-Man universe, and they can't get back to their real universe, and they're stuck in the MCUs. And they have no way home. And so that leads directly into Doctor Strange.
So we get. Well, I thought we got. Do we get Doctor Strange first and then Spider-Man?
No, we get Spider-Man and then Doctor Strange.
Oh, okay.
Because Spider-Man is in like September, and then I think Doctor Strange is in November, or it's like November, December.
I think it's flipped. Let's
Now,
double check.
because we have Eternals as well. So I think
Yeah.
Eternals is in November, Spider-Man is in September, and then Doctor Strange is in December, something like that. Or is Doctor Strange next year? I think Doctor Strange is next year sometime. Because I know we get
Let's see.
Spider-Man this year for sure.
Only because there's scenes in Spider-Man that are Christmas.
Yeah, Doctor Strange 2 is 2022. And
Oh, it's
then
2022.
Spider-Man.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that's what
yeah.
I was saying.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm confused. Okay, yeah. So December 17th is when the new Spider-Man comes out.
There
I don't
you
know
go.
why. I don't know why I thought that comes out next year.
What? Spider-Man?
Oh wait, what am I thinking? I
I
thought
don't
it
know what
came
you're
out
talking about.
this year for some reason, but then again, COVID messed up everything, and so
Yeah. I think when they pushed back. No, because we get Shang-Chi, Eternals, and Spider-Man this year. And
yeah,
Black Widow. That's what we get.
yeah.
We get those for
We
the
have
year.
four. That's wild, bro. Normally it's two,
Freaking
right?
awesome. I think 3. I think it's usually 3. Because we
You know what?
have
I think it is three.
we get like the February, then we get a May, and then we usually
Mm-hmm.
get like a November.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Freaking
Um,
amazing.
any other thoughts that you think we might need to? Because man,
I feel like we covered a lot. We talked about a lot. The episode was really good.
anyone in the comments have anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything?
I really, really, really want to see more of the judge character.
Ooh, I feel like
I don't.
it seems like.
Hello, guys. Love from India. Much love
How's
to
it going?
you. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful night, day. I don't know what time it is there. It's 2:00 in the morning. You know.
Yeah, it's pretty late for over here for us. But what? There's a poster with her character out, so she might be a pivotal character in some way. We just don't know yet.
She gave me Valkyrie vibes.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I think Marvel gave its best in the end. Yes, you are definitely right about that. Because I feel like Loki definitely saved the best for last. I agree with that completely.
Mm-hmm. But good series though. Good start. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Hyped.
Big hype.
And
make sure you guys follow, subscribe, because we're gonna be doing this every week, with these Loki episodes. So we definitely want to see you guys back in here next week when we talk about the next episode, because these things are it's just a way of life now, being able to watch it. I'm not feeling too good. Hannah wasn't feeling too good. Remy's not feeling too good, so we couldn't be together for this.
Yep.
But we watched it on Disney Plus. We watched it on Disney Plus as a group watch feature, and we were talking the whole time as well. Thanks for the sub, Akash.
Hey, sweet, thank you, appreciate it.
We appreciate all of you guys. Man, I am so pumped for next week's episode. What if we see like the Guardians of the Galaxy or something?
We did see the robot. We saw the haircut machine.
Oh, you were also from India. Nice. Yeah,
nice.
That's true.
Yeah, sweet.
That's true.
They just didn't have.
Yeah, Loki's reaction when he saw his mom's death was it was just
heartbreaking. Level. I was like, "Am I about to cry? Like, is that about to happen?"
I felt the same way. I was like,
"Is that about to happen? Like, I'm not ready for this. I'm not mentally
not
prepared
what I signed up for
these challenges."
And the way Loki looked, man, at Thanos, man, I've never seen
anger, bro.
Like I've never seen anger and just rage like that. Like, man, I was so ready. I was like, bruh, I want a whole movie just dedicated to Loki, like causing havoc or something.
You know what? Another moment was that I really thought was awesome, and it added Loki's character is when.
The robot.
I was like, "Oh my god!" Like
ripped his clothes off of his
I totally
body.
forgot about that. I just remember the robot, but that's true. He did like strip him naked. I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
I super wasn't ready.
But like when he sees his mom for the first time, he's like, "Hey, wait, whoa, what is that?" Yeah. And then like when he tells him, he's just like, "No, where's my mom? You have her captive. Like, where is she? How you gonna get after my
Yeah,
mom? Like,
I really like
I was
that.
like, oh man, this.
Yeah.
He doesn't know. Like, he just doesn't know how big of a picture things are. And so
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were going down that path. I didn't
Yeah.
know that we were going to have to make Loki from 2012, I think. I didn't know we were going to make that Loki freaking suffer the freaking 10 years span of that to here in one episode. I don't think anyone was ready for that, bro. I don't think anyone was ready to go through that emotional roller coaster.
Yeah. It was wild. And that you know,
the
that's a perfect
Infinity Stones got stoned.
That's so perfect. Like, I don't know. That went
For
so
real,
well.
man.
Mind-boggling episode. Before we send off here, please make sure to follow us on all of our social media accounts at MarvelBros23 on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We post all the latest pop culture news and all things Marvel, and our YouTube channel. We post all of our videos and a lot more.
That is right. And you can also join our Discord. The link should be in the description below this video on YouTube or Facebook, and on Twitch, I believe. I don't know how the Twitch links work or anything like that. But yeah, so let us know where you guys are watching at. And you can also check out our website, www.marvelbros.com, where you can purchase merchandise and watch our videos like this, stay up to date with our latest tweets. And you can also listen to our pop culture news updates on wherever you get your podcast at. I think we're at over 500 downloads. So, that's all thanks to you guys. Keep watching, keep tuning in. We go live every Sunday to go over the pop culture news update of the last week. And, we got the trailers popping on YouTube right now. So make sure you guys subscribe, follow, like, share with a friend. And we will see you guys on the next video. Excelsior.
See you guys. Thank you for tuning in.